Hey guys, welcome to another video. This is Beast Family Adventures, coming right now from our house down here in Southwest Florida. Just wanted to talk to you guys before the video starts and say thanks for subscribing so far. If you haven't, go hit the subscribe button, hit notifications so you know when new videos come out. We're going to try to do more videos here. I know this whole Corona thing's been affecting everybody and affecting travel. So we're going to try to do our best, come out with some new content. We're also on Instagram and TikTok, so you can see little clips of us off road and doing some wheeling. So go ahead, add us on TikTok, follow us on Instagram. We appreciate everybody. Hope to see you guys out on the trail, and don't forget to enjoy the video. Thanks a lot, guys. Underneath our platform bed, if you could see. So I went to Northern Tools, and this is actually a 26-gallon portable ATV pesticide sprayer or chemical sprayer. I figure if it can handle chemicals, it can handle simple water. Fits actually pretty good in this the platform and the little space that I have here. I just used the straps that actually came with the tank. Right here would be the handles for it. There's actually two tanks that they have, and I'll see if I could put in a picture into the video. One is they're both 26 gallon with the same pump system, but actually from right here, the more expensive one actually has like a little tube that comes up with a little sprayer that's mounted on top of the tank. And then the cheaper one only has the handle sprayer. The more expensive one has both. So I got the cheaper one. I don't need that sprayer on this side. Holds 26 gallons. Should be pretty decent for a family of 3 right now, soon to be 4. But it comes with all this. Comes with the water pump, the little particle filter, and the regulator. And what I did is, you've probably already seen it, I wired it through the floor. I'm not a big fan of just trying to go underneath this little tile with this little rubber mat. You could probably get away with that. I could have probably got away with that, but I'm just, I guess, a little OCD with that. So I hit them, and so I just drilled right through the frame that goes right down through the aluminum floor. I'll get underneath.
I didn't get that. Could you?
And then, as you can see, it comes through the floor, meets up with the other wires for the lights and the other stuff for the trailer. Then I just used these little C-clamps. That's what you want to call them. Use self-tapping screws. Went right into the aluminum framing. That white is just a PVC pipe I got from Home Depot. Pretty much everything, most of this hardware I got from Home Depot. I just thought it would give it a little bit more protection because it's just a rubber with fabric impregnated into it hose. So it's try to prevent it from any rubbing or any rocks that kind of come up. I looped it up over there, and I'll go around to the other side so I can show you the other side. A little hot in Florida right now. I think the heat index is 108. But anyway, you see it comes over that frame, another PVC pipe, and then over this part, and then this is where I wanted to use the 90 degree PVC up to here to protect it from any rocks coming when it's being pulled by the Gladiator. Kind of comes up, and it goes into this aluminum. Actually, it looks a lot heavier than it really is. This thing's really super light. I actually got this off of Amazon. If I was smart, I would have probably shopped around a little bit better to get to color match it, but either too lazy or just not smart enough to even do that. So I just got this. I think the black one was actually a little bit more expensive. It comes with a key. It's a pretty nice build, really light. We'll open this up. Here's the water heater. You can see where the water comes up. The water line comes up to there. I used self-tapping screws in the back to mount the box onto the body of the trailer, and then I used the included hardware that came with the water heater in the back and just drilled it into the box and the trailer itself. So I got this one from Gasland, from the water heater from Amazon. Ordered right off Amazon. I think it was like $100 something bucks. Works super well. You can actually have this outside this box. You really don't need this box. I wanted it to protect it from any dirt or any branches that come and impact it, kind of prevent it from, also protect it from some of the weather. You have to cut a hole up in the top over here. This is the exhaust for the propane heater. I also cut a hole right here right on the passenger side down here at the bottom, where you could have the shower head, which is this thing right here. Let's see if I can do this with two hands, where you just slide it in there and screw it on, so you could be out on the passenger side and spray people off, take a shower, do whatever. I took this did a little trial run to the beach. It was great spraying down the kids off the sand before they got back in the car. The propane connection, pretty self-explanatory. The thing actually works really well. I think if you don't pay attention to, or if you don't have your settings right with the flow rate of the cold and then the propane or the heat, I think I've seen temperatures up to 148 degrees. This is a little digital temperature gauge right here, which is super hot. The handle started getting hot, so it took me a little bit to get used to the adjustments, but I got it perfect. I think it comes out around 112 degrees right now, and which is a little hot if you have your hand right close up to the shower head, but I figure with a little distance, you still get warm water. Cools off a little bit, but it's actually a good temperature. So that locks up. That's pretty much it. The only thing that I found was, obviously didn't really go over the electrical, but I just wired it up to 12 volt, and it just, that's all that thing takes is 12 volts. If I didn't mention that, I just wired it up to my accessory switch. I had one switch that was still open, so I just switched it to that. What I did notice though, since I'm no electrician, if I'm listening to the stereo, and it's probably the limitation of the accessory panel, and I click on the pump, it's not enough to power the radio too. The radio cuts out for a split second and stops the music. Doesn't really turn completely off, but it kills power to the music and stops playing. I don't know what the deal with that is. It's really not a big deal. It's more of a luxury item, but just something I did notice when I wired it up. But with when you're setting if anyone chooses to do this setup, I like it because it was really simple. I didn't have to mess with plumbing, the pump with the regulator, and finding a tank that fits, and then filter. This is all in one. It was really super simple. I want to say it was like 200 something bucks. For this whole setup, not including the water heater or any of the aluminum, just the water tank and this kind of setup right here. think it was about $200. I think I'll try to post a picture. I was at Northern Tool today and I took a couple pictures of it. But with this regulator, you got to kind of turn it all the way up, and it kind of comes out. It probably comes out about just north of 60 psi, which is the flow rate that propane water heater likes. I think it's rated for 2.3 or 2.5 gallons per minute. Anything less, it actually won't kick on the propane or the heat. It'll just flow cold water because it's the flow rate's not right. So you got to crank this regulator up pretty much to the max. But once you do that, water comes out, really good pressure, right to the right temperature. I love the instant water heater. It works really, really great. All right, now that we had a little brief overview of the system itself, let's show you how it works. All right, I have it set to this switch right here. Let's just go ahead and switch that. You hear the pump turn on. And it's pressurizing. All right, let's see where it's at. Yep, just about 60 psi. There we go. That's better. Like I said, you really gotta play with it. Turn the cold up a little bit, turn the heat down to the minimum. That's about 115 degrees, and that's perfect temperature. Nice and warm. Obviously, if you're in colder climates, you could obviously crank it up even higher than that, and it'd be kind of almost a steam shower. All right, well, that wraps up our video. Hopefully it shows you guys what you could do for a shower situation. If you have any comments or any questions, just comment on the bottom of the video. We'll try to respond as soon as we can to everybody. You can also contact us via Instagram and TikTok also. So don't forget, subscribe to the video, hit the notifications, helps us out. Appreciate it. See you next time.